Ladies and gentlemen, genderqueer folks, come for the spectacle, stay for the jokes. Silence devices, control your addictions. Bathrooms back there if you suffer afflictions. If your morals are strong and you never deceive, you will just get confused. You should probably leave. If you're tempted to flee, go out like you came in. We're a circus of sinners, but this isn't Lynn. If our odyssey of oddities has you clamoring for more, you can find it at theateratfirst.org. But now, settle in for unspeakable acts by clowns, human cannonballs, and the aristocrats.
Duke! Royal lecture, go, great-haired adulterer! And thou his son, as impious steeped as he, and thou his bastard, true begotten evil, and thou his duchess, that which you with the devil. 4 excellent characters. Oh, that mareless age would stuff hollow bones with damned desires, and steed of heat, kindle infernal flames within the splinter veins of a dry duke. A parched and juiceless luxor. Oh God, one that has blood scarce enough to live upon. And he to ride it like son and heir? The very thought of that turns my abused heartstrings into fret.
Well, here's an undertaking well accomplished. This gold serves to good use yet. Huh? What's that sparkles in mine eye? 'Tis a diamond he wears on his finger? Nah, it was well found. This will approve the work.
My sweet Sordido, I can tell by thine eye, you know me not. Be glad on it. Thou sallow picture of my poisoned love, my study's ornament, thou shalt have dead. Once the bright face of my betrothed love, when life and beauty naturally filled out these ragged imperfections, when 2 heaven-pointed diamonds were set in those unsightly rings, and 'twas a face so far beyond the artificial shine of any woman's spot complexion, that the uprightest man, if such there be, that sinned but 7 times a day, broke custom, and made 8 when looking after her. Thee, when thou wert apparelled in thy flesh, the old Duke poisoned, because thy purer part would not consent to his bossy lust. For old men lustful do show like young men angry, eager, violent, outbid like their limited performances. Oh, where an old man hot and vicious? Age, as in gold, in lust is covetous. Vengeance! Thou murderous quit rent! Where new murder unpaid? Fate, give revenge her due.
Still sighing o'er death's wizard?
Brother Apollo, Welcome, what comforts brings thou? How those things at court?
Oh, in silk and silver, brother, never braver.
Ah, thou playest upon my meaning. Prithee say, has that bald madam opportunity thought upon? Speak, are we happy yet? Thy wrongs and mine are for one scattered fit.
It may prove happiness.
What's it may prove?
You know my place at court.
Aye, the Duke's chamber. But 'tis a marvel thou not turned out yet.
Faith, I have been shoved at. But you know I have the hap to hold by the Duchess' skirt. You know whom such a coat keeps up can ne'er fall flat. But to the purpose. Last evening, predecessor unto this, the Duke's son warily inquired for me
To seek some strange digested fellow forth, a man that were for evil, only good.
in short, some base coin painter.
I reach you, for I notice he is such. I wonder how ill-featured, vile proportion one should be for him to refuse at once. All right, I think none. Though next to his skull more unsound than one, each face he meets, he strongly dotes upon.
Brother Bendice, you have truly spoken. He knows not you, but I'll swear that you know him.
Ah, therefore I'll put on that knave at once. And be a right man then, a man of the time. For to be honest is not to be in the world. Brother, I'll be that strange composed fellow.
And I'll prefer you, brother.
Go to then. The smallest advantage is fattens wrongs men. What other news from the tent?
It's whispered that the Duchess' youngest son is trying to rape on Count Antonio's wife.
On that virtuous lady? Royal blood! Monster, he deserves to die. He clearly had no hopes with thee. You'll bring me on, my brother.
I will.
I'll quickly turn it to another.
Duchess, it is your youngest son. We're sorry. His violent act has e'en drawn blood of honor, thrown ink above the forehead of our show, which envious spirits will dip their pens into after our deaths and blot us in our tombs.
Your Grace hath spoke like to your silver years, full of confirmed gravity, for what is it to have a flattering false insculption on a tomb, and in men's hearts reproach?
I leave him to your sentence, doom and lords. But the crime is great while I sit by and sigh.
I pray you be merciful. Although his trespass far exceed his years, think of your own as I am yours. Call him not stepson. The law, I fear, will fall too soon upon his name and him. Temper his fault with pity.
I beseech you, sir, be soft and mild. Let not relentless law look with an iron forehead on our brother.
He yields small comfort yet, or we shall die. And if a bastard's wish might stand in force, would all the court return to a course?
Let the offender, Junior, stand forward. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure that impartial doom shall take fast hold of your unclean crimes. Attempted rape, why, 'tis the very core of lust, double adultery.
So, sir?
What's more,
Committed on that clown Antonio's wife. That Jew on this aerialist.
confess, Junior! What moved you to it?
By flesh and blood, good judge. What would move man unto woman else?
Oh, do not jest thy doom. Trust not axe or sword too far. The law is a wise serpent, and can quickly beguile thee of thy life.
That lady's name has spread such a fair wing over all the land, that if our tongues were sparing towards the fact, judgment itself would be condemned and suffer in men's thoughts.
Well then, 'tis done, and it would please me well to try again. It falls true that I must die. Her beauty was ordained to be my scaffold, and yet, methinks I might be well possessed. My fault being in sport, let me but die in jest.
This be the sentence.
Oh, keep it upon your tongue, let it not slip. Death too soon steals out of a lawyer's lip. Be not so cruel, one.
'Tis but the justice of the law.
Now he dies, rid him away!
Oh, what it is to have an old cruel duke, to be as slack in tongue as in performance.
Confirmed, this be the doom irrevocable. Tomorrow early,
Pray me a bed, my lord.
let the offender
Live and be in hell.
be on a scaffold and...
Oh, my lord.
Pax on it! It makes my dad speak now.
We'll defer judgment till the next sitting. In the meantime, let him be held close prisoner. Dandolo, bear a mass.
Junior, speaks for thee. Fear not more trick to set thee free.
Ambitioso super vacuo, I will expect it from both men, in that hope I rest.
Farewell. Be merry.
About it then, my lads, with your best powers. More serious business waits upon our hours.
Was never known the step-duchess was so mild and calm as I. Some now would plot his death, use you doctors, those loose living men, and make his withered grace fall to his grave. One of his single words would quite have freed my youngest, dearest son from death or durance. But 'tis not. And therefore, wedlock, faith shall be forgotten. I'll kill him in his forehead, hate their feed. That wound is deepest, though it never bleed. And here comes he whom my heart points unto, his bastard son, for my love's true God. He has spied me now.
Madam, your grace so private. My duty on your hand.
Upon my hand, Spurrier. Troth, I think you'd fear to kiss my hand too, if my lip stood there.
Witness, I would not.
'Tis a wonder. What have you thought of me?
Madam, I ever think of you in duty, regard.
Upon my love, I mean.
I would 'twer't love, but as a fouler named in lust. You are my father's wife. Your grace may guess now what I call it.
Why, I thought his son, but falsely. 'Tis a hard question whether he begot thee.
In faith, 'tis true. I'm an uncertain man with more uncertain woman. Maybe his groom at the stable begot me. You know I know not. Indeed, I am a beggar.
That's more the sign thou art great. But to our love, let it stand firm both in thought and mind. That the Duke was thy father, as no doubt that he'd been fair for it. Thy injury is the more. Who would not be revenged of such a father, even in the worst way? I would thank that sin that could most injure him, and be in league with it.
Oh, I'd be a hot-backed devil to my father.
Oh, another's mad, even patience make blood rough. Who but a eunuch would not sin, his bed by one false minute disinherited?
Aye, there's the vengeance that my birth was wrapped in. I'll be revenged for all. Now, hate begin. I'll call foul incest but a venial sin.
Thence flew sweet comfort, earnest, and farewell.
One incestuous kiss picks up in hell!
Faith now, old Duke, my vengeance shall reach high, along thy brows with its heraldry.
Duke, thou didst do me wrong, and by thy act, adultery is my nature. I feel it swell me. My revenge is just. I was born in impudent wine and lust. Stepmother, I consent to thy desires. I love thy mischief well. But I hate thee and those sons, thy 3 cubs, wishing confusion, death and disgrace may be their epitaphs. As for my brother, the Duke's only son, I'll loose my days upon him. Hate all I. Duke, on thy brow I'll draw my bastardy. For even a bastard by nature might make cuckolds. He was the son of a cuckold maker.
What, brother? Am I fine enough away from myself?
As if another man had come into the world and none went how he came. It's what the Duke's son, so
Great, let me not be doubted.
Lord Lusurioso.
What? Hippolyta? Be absent, leave us.
Brave sir, after long search, wary inquiries, and politic siftings, I have made choice of yon Piazzo, whom I judge rare for many deep employments.
'Tis enough, we thank thee. Yet, words but great men's blanks. Gold, though it be done, does offer better thanks.
You're most generous. Good luck, sir.
Welcome. You may come nearer now. We must be better acquainted. Hush! Be bold with us. Thy hand.
With all my heart. How doth sweet muscat tell me, mwah, when shall we lie together, mwah?
Friends, I may forget myself in private, but elsewhere, look, you do remember me.
Oh, very well, sir. I can test myself saucy.
What hast thou been of what profession?
A bone setter.
A bone setter?
A bar, my lord. One that, sets bones.
Notable bluntness, fit for me, he's in, trained up to my hand. Thou hast been scrivener, too much bravery then?
Full through abundance. I have been the witness to the surrender of over 1,000 virgins.
Then thou hast known in the world strange lust.
Dutch lust, balsam lust, drunken procreation, which begets so many drunkards when they are up and dressed and their masks are on. Who can perceive sin, save that eternal eye which sees through flesh and all?
Oh, fine villain! Yet I like thee wondrously. He is in shaped for my purpose. Now, sir, wert thou as secret as thou art subtle, I would embrace thee for a near employment, and thou shouldst swell in money, and be able to make lame beggars crouch to thee.
My lord, secret. Paisan, why else are men made close but to keep thoughts in best?
Attend me. I am past my death in lust, and must swim or drown. All my desires are leveled at a virgin, not far from home, once to whom I have given jewels that were able to ravish her without the help of man. All this, and more she, foolish chase sent back, the messengers receiving frowns for answers.
'Tis a rare phoenix whoe'er she be, in troth, my lord, I be revenge and marry her.
Ah, the dowry and her fortunes are both too mean, merely good enough to be bad withal. Therefore thus, go thou, and with smooth enchanting tongue, bewitch her ear and cozen her of all grace.
Make known the dame to me, and my brain will swell with strange invention. I will move it till I drop down and expire with speaking without a word to save me, but
Oh, we thank thee and will raise thee. Receive her name. It is Castiza, who is as pure as her name.
Oh, my sister. My sister.
Why dost walk aside? Dost know the wench then?
Excellent by sight.
Oh, that was her brother that did prefer thee to us.
My lord, I think so. I knew I seen him somewhere.
Therefore, prithee, let thy heart be to him as a virgin. Close.
My lord.
We may laugh at that simple age within him, himself being made the subtle instrument to wind up a good fellow.
That's I, my lord.
That's thou, to entice and work his sister.
A pure knowledge.
'Twas finely managed.
Gallantly carried, a pretty perfume.
I'll furnish thee with gifts, but first swear to be true and all.
True.
Nay, but swear.
Swear? I hope your honor little doubts my faith.
Yet, for my humor's sake, 'cause I love swearing.
'Cause you love swearing, slut. I will.
Why, enough. Ere long, look to be made of better stuff.
That will do well indeed, my lord.
Attend me.
Oh, now let me burst. I have eaten noble poison. We are made strange fellows, brother. Innocent villains. Will not be angry when thou hearest on it? Thinkest thou? In faith thou shalt. Swear me to follow my sister. And yet, now that angry froth is down in me, it would not prove the worst policy in this disguise to try Castiza's faith. Another might have the selfsame office. I, and perhaps Aurora. Therefore I will apply myself. So touch her, though I durst for good venture my lands in heaven upon her blood.
Draw nearer, lords, and be sad witnesses to a fair, homely building, newly fallen, being falsely undermined.
Your virtuous lady.
President for wives, dead. Her honor first drunk poison, then her life, being fellows in one house, did pledge her honor.
Oh, grief of many.
My lord, since you invite us to your sorrows, let us truly taste them, that we may with equal comfort as to ourselves relieve your gods.
You deal with truth, my friend. Lend but your attentions, and I'll cut long grief into short words. Last reveling night, when torchlight made an artificial noon about the tents, some counterfeiters in the mask, putting on better faces than their own, singled out that dear form, who ever lived as cold in lust as she is now in death, which that step-duchess's monster knew too well. Oh, death, to think on it! She, her honor tried, even a nobler dowry to her name, to die with poison, than to live with shame.
My lord, what judgment follows the offender?
Oh, faith, my lord, none. It cools and is deferred.
Maiden, step forth, thou brightless officer. I bind myself in steel, that if at the next sitting judgment speak all in gold and spare the blood of such a serpent, even before their seats, to let his soul out, which long since was found guilty in heaven.
I swear it, and will act it.
Kind gentlemen, I thank you in mine ire.
Her funeral will be welcome, for her name merits a tomb of pearl. My good Antonio, for this time wipe your lady from your eyes. No doubt, our grief and yours may one day court it, when we are more familiar with revenge.
That is my comfort, stranger. And I joy in this one happiness above the rest, which will be called a miracle at last, that being an old man, I'd a wife so chaste.
Even though you're only make-believing, laugh, clap, laugh. Even though something inside is breathing, laugh, clown, don't frown.
How now, Gondalo?
Castiza, there is one, as they say, a thing of flesh and blood, a man I take him by his beard, but very desirously, mouth to mouth with you,
What's that?
to show his teeth in your company,
I understand thee not.
or to speak with you.
Why, say so, madman, and cut of a great deal of dirty way. Had it not been better spoke in ordinary words that one would speak with me?
That's as ordinary as 2 shillings.
Enough. Go direct him hither.
Lady, the best of wishes to your sex, fair skins, and new gowns.
Oh, they shall thank thee, sir. What's this?
Oh, from a dear and worthy friend, mighty,
From whom?
the Duke's son.
Receive that. I swore I'd put my anger in my hand and pass the virgin limits of myself to him that next appearing had peace office to be his son's attorney. Bear to him that figure of my hate upon thy cheek, both dizzy and hot, and let him worthy for it. Farewell. Commend me. me to him in my hate.
Peace, Rabbit. I knew you to be hot-tempered.
You knew me. Why? I knew your
I
face.
think that.
Yes, I have seen it before.
When last we met, you stood no higher than on the knee which you used to perch.
Vindici? Brother?
It is I.
It is not kind for kin to put each other to the test.
I was employed to do it. I did this but to try you.
If you had been sooner home, there would be no need to try me.
I'm sorry. I have returned. I am here now. And soon will see the sweet occasion to have my revenge upon the Duke and all of his kin.
Brother, I stake my soul for your cause. Monsters, they deserve to die. I pledge to join you willingly.
Sister, you have sentenced most direct and true the laws of woman in which she were you.
Hippolyta!
Who comes this? The Duke's son! Fitly, here they come. Remember, I am disguised.
I much applaud thy judgment. Thou art well read in a fellow, and 'tis the deepest art to study man. Know this, which I never learnt in schools. The world's divided into knaves and fools. We are much thankful that thou hast preferred a fellow of discourse, well mingled, one whose brain time hath seasoned. Master, he comes. Be absent, leave us.
Brother, I must remove, but you may stay. We are both made pods in a newfound way.
Now we are an even number. A third man's dangerous, especially her brother. Say thee free, have I a pleasure toy?
Oh, my lord.
Oh, ravish me in thine answer. Art thou rare? Hast thou beguiled her of salvation and rubbed hell o'er with honey? Is she a woman?
In all, but in desire.
Oh, then she's in nothing. Like bait and courage now.
What? Many a maid a turn to Muhammad with easier working. I durst undertake upon the pawn and forfeit of my life, with afterwards to flatten a Puritan's wife. But I vow, with more gold, you can be sure, never was a maid who stayed so pure.
I do believe thee, honest knave. Thou art a precious fellow. Faith, I love thee. Be wise and make it thy revenue. Beg, leg, what office couldst thou be ambitious for?
Office! Pray, sir, Mary, if I might have my wish, I'd have one that was never begged yet.
Well, thou art a mad, apprehensive knave. Well, this night I'll visit her. 'Tis a year till then in my desires. Farewell, attend, trust me with thy preferment.
My love, lord. Shall I kill him at the wrong side now? No! So thou wert never a backbiter yet. I'll pierce him to his face. He will die looking upon me. Thy veins are swelled with lust. This will unfill them. Great men were gods if beggars could not kill them.
Brother, how goes the world? I would have news of thee, but I have news to tell thee.
What? In the name of knavery?
Knavery. Fate, the vicious old duke's weddily abused. The pen of his bastard writes him cuckold.
His bastard Spurio?
Pray believe it. He and the Duchess by night be in their linen and have been seen by stairs of panders.
Oh, sin foul indeed! Oh, lobster. What shall I tell thee? If every trick we're told is dealt at night, there are few here that will not blush outright.
I am of that belief too.
Tonight will be their second meeting, the Duke's horns newly revived.
Pietro!
Who comes this up so late? The Duke's son, brother, take her back, you may learn some mischief.
Pietro, I've come again and changed my mind. I do embrace this season for the fittest to taste of that young lady. I'll not wait for darker night.
Pardon hell. You've no way down to cross him but to kill him.
Come, only thou and I.
My lord.
Why dost thou start us?
I just heard the best. What of him? This night, this hour, this minute, now.
What?
Shadows the Duchess.
Oh, horrible word.
And like strong poison eats into the Duke, your father's forehead.
Oh?
He make horn royal.
Oh, I am bad.
That path he trod warily.
He did.
And hushed his villains with every step he took.
His villains? I'll confound them.
Take him finally now.
The Duchess's chamber door shall not control me.
Hey, gentlemen, how about a little mood music? How's it take tonight?
Not bad.
Right.
You got the money, you got the honey.
There you go. 1, 2, 1.
Where is the villain?
Softly, my lord, and you may take them twisted.
I care not how.
'Twill be glorious to kill them when they're doubled in heat. Be soft, my lord.
Away. My spleen is not so lazy. Thus and thus I'll shake their eyelids open with my sword, shut them again forever. Then!
Upper guard, defend us! Oh, take me not in sleep. My sins are great. I must have days. Nay, months, dear son, with penitential heaves to lift them out and not to die unclear. Oh, thou wilt kill me both in heaven and here.
I am amazed to death.
Hey, villain, traitor, worse than the foulest epithet. Now I'll gripe thee even with nerves of wrath and throw thy head among the lawyers. Guard!
How comes thy quiet of your grace disturbed?
This boy, who should be myself after me, would be myself before me. And in heat of that ambition did bloodily rush in intending to depose me. In my bed.
Duty and natural loyalty for them.
He called his father villain, and me strong. That I poured and filed my lips with.
That was not so well done, brother.
I am abused. I know there's no excuse can do me good.
'Tis now good policy to be far from sight. His villainous purpose to our sister's honor is crossed beyond our thought.
Be comforted, our Duchess. He shall die. So will you, fears.
Where's that slave pattern now? Oh, out of mine eye, guilty of this abuse. Oh, my lord and father, hear me.
Bear in hand.
I can't with loyalty excuse.
Excuse. To prison with the villain. Death shall not long lag after.
Brothers, my best release lies on your tongues. I pray, persuade for me.
It is our duties. Make yourself sure of us.
We'll sweat no cleaning.
And I may live to thank you.
Now, brother, let our hate and love be woven so subtly together that in speaking one word for his life, we may make three for his death. The craftiest leader gets most gold for bread.
Set on, brother. I'll not be far behind you.
Possible a son should be disobedient as far as the sword? It is the highest. It can go no further.
My gracious lord, take pity.
Pity. Boy.
Nay, we be loath to move your grace too much. We know the trespass is unpardonable, black, wicked, unnatural.
In a son? Oh, monstrous.
Yet, my lord, a duke's soft hand strokes the rough head of law and makes it lie smooth.
My hand shall never do.
That as you please, my lord.
We must needs confess, some fathers would have entered into pointed hate so deadly that before his eyes he would esteem the execution sound without corrupted favor.
But, my lord, your grace may live, the wonder of all times, in pardoning that offense which never yet had face to beg a pardon, huh?
Honey, what's this?
Forgive him, good my lord. He's your own son, and I must needs say, 'Twas the vile Lear done.
He is the next heir. Yet this one true reason gathers, huh? None may possess that dispossess their fathers. Be merciful.
Use their stepmother's wits. I'll try them both upon their love and hate.
Be merciful, although.
Yeah, it prevailed. My wrath, like flaming wax, has spent itself. I know, 'twas but some peevish moan in him. Go, let him be released.
Oh, your grace doth please to speak beside your spleen. I would it were so happy.
Go, release him.
My lord, I know the fault is too weighty and full of general loathing, too inhuman, huh? Rather, by all men's voices, worthy death.
'Tis true, too. Take my signet. Take my signet. Doom shall pass. Directed to the judges. He shall die. Ere many days. Go make haste.
All speed that may be, we could have wished this burden not so sore. We knew your grace did but delay before.
Well, here's envy with a pale, thin cover over it. Scarlet hidden lawn, easily spied through. This, their ambition by the mother's side, is dangerous. Safety must be purged. I will prevent their envies. This sure was but some mistaken fury in our son, which these aspiring boys did climb upon. He shall be released suddenly.
Oh, good morning to your grace.
Good morrow, my lord.
Oh, our knees shall take away the office of our feet forever, unless your grace bestow a father's eye upon the clouded fortunes of the studioso. And compassionate virgin, grant him that which makes even mean men happy, liberty.
Arise, my lord, your knees sign his release. We freely pardon him. I'll write his release, and you two shall carry it.
Oh, we owe your grace much thanks, and your son much duty.
Another fucking dance service.
Listen, brother. To have Lusurioso die surest and soonest, if the signet fall into the judge's hands, why then his doom will be deferred till sittings and court days, juries and further. Faiths are bought and sold. Oaths in these days are but the skin of gold.
My troth, 'tis true, too.
Then let's set by the judge and fall to Dandala. 'Tis but mistaking the Duke our father's meaning, and where he named ere many days, 'tis but forgetting that. Have him die in the morning. Then am I heir. Then am I heir. Duke in a minute.
Once he were puffed out, here is a pin, should quickly prick his bladder.
Blessed occasion. He being packed, we'll have some trick and wile to wind our younger brother out of prison, rise in for the rape. The lady's dead. People's thoughts will soon be buried.
We may with safety do it, and live and feed. The Duchess' sons are too proud to bleed.
We are. In faith, to say true. Come, let's not linger. I'll delay the judge. Go you before and set an edge upon Dandalo.
Let me alone to grind him.
Meet. Farewell. I'm next now. I rise just in that place with our cut off Upon thy neck, kind brother. Falling one hip, lifts up another.
Oh yeah, she knows the deal. I can also provide help. Poisoned by the dude. Because she wouldn't sleep with him. Yeah, it's a bad name. So no one recognizes him aside from his brother and sister. He's been gone for a long time. You have the Lion Tamers, Restoria, so that's the actual true-born son of the Duke. And you have the clowns are the stepsons of the Duchess's kids. And then you've got the Carney bastard, Spurio. Oh, that was Hippolytus? That's his brother. Yeah, who's in court and for some reason he's just like, yeah, I'm here and my family hates you, but you know, that's a side issue. Yes. Oh yeah. Everybody's got a certain just to compound all this stuff. She's like, oh, I'll pretend to be him, and then I'll trick this guy. Oh wait, you want to see my sister? Alright, this is going to get complicated. And now it's like, oh good, my sister recognizes me and wants to help me murder everybody. This is going to be great. Oh, he hates the whole family because of the dude. Yeah, he's like, you're all scum and they all need to die.
Once I was happy, but now I'm forlorn, like an old coat that is tattered and torn, left in this wide world to fret and to mourn, betrayed by a maid in her teens. The girl that I loved, she was handsome. I tried all I knew her to be, but I could not please her one quarter so well as that man upon the trapeze. Fly through the air with the greatest of ease, that daring young man on the flying trapeze. His movements were graceful, all girls could please, and my This young man, my name was Signor Bonaparte, tall, big, and handsome, quite a wealthy man. Wherever he appeared, the whole out remained, with ovation from all people there. He'd smile from afar on the people below, and one night he smiled on my love. She winked back at him and she shouted bravo as he hung on his nose up above. He fly through the air with the greatest of ease, a daring young man on those flying trapeze. His movements were graceful, all girls could be pleased, and my loving were along the way.
You got it right for the final show. Congratulations.
One night I, as usual, went to her dear home, found there her father and mother alone. I asked for my love, and soon they made known to my horror that she'd run away. She packed up her box and eloped in the night with him with the greatest of ease. From 2 stories high he had lowered her down to the ground on his flying trapeze. He'd fly through the air with the greatest of ease, that daring young man on the flying trapeze. His movements were graceful, all girls could be pleased, and my love he whirled away. Some months after this, I went to a ball, was greatly surprised to see on the wall a bill in red letters that did my heart go. And she was appearing with him. He taught her gymnastics and dressed her in tights to help him to live at his ease, and made her assume that mountebank's name. Now she goes up on the trapeze. She flies through the air with the greatest of ease. You'd think an old hand on the flying trapeze. She does all the work while he takes his ease, and that's what's become of my love.
Don't forget the tiger this time. Can't leave wild creatures out in the open like that.
I think it's draft gets excited.
Oh, I can do that.
Life is a play, we all play a part. What are you looking at?
Nuncio Sordito, I am much indebted to your love for this. Oh, this delivery.
Oh, merely our duty, good sir, unto the hopes that grow in you.
If e'er I live to be myself, I'll thank you. Oh, liberty, thou sweet and heavenly dame, but hell for prison is too mild a name.
Officer! Here's the Duke's signet. Your firm warrant brings the command of present death along with it. Unto our brother, the Duke's son, we are sorry that we are so unnaturally employed in such an unkind office, fitter far for enemies than brothers.
Oh, but you know, the Duke's office must be obeyed.
But so suddenly?
Aye, alas, poor good soul, he was practiced time. The executioner must stand ready to put forth his cowardly valor.
Troth, you speak true. Our office shall be sound. We'll not delay the third part of a minute.
Therein you show yourself to be a good man and an upright officer.
Commend us to the scaffold in our tears.
We'll weep and do your commendations.
Fine fool in office.
Things fall out so fit.
So happily. Come, brother, ere next flock, his head will be made serve a bit.
Keeper!
Yes. Sir.
No news lately from our brothers? Are they unmindful of us?
Messenger came newly in and brought this from him.
Nothing but paper comforts! I'd expected my delivery before this and they've been worth their oaths. Prithee be thee from us. Now, what say you? Speak out, I pray. Brother, be of good cheer. Slut begins like a whore with good cheer. Thou shalt not long be a prisoner. Not 5 and 30 year like a bank crowd, I think so. We have thought upon a device to get thee out by a trick. By a trick! Pox on your trick and be it so long of playing! How now, what news?
Bad news. I am discharged of you.
You must pardon us. Our office must be sound.
This is our warrant, a signet from the Duke. You must straight suffer.
Suffer. I'll suffer you to be gone. I'll suffer you to come no more. What would you have me suffer?
These words were better changed to prayers. The time's but brief with you. Prepare to die.
I thank thee, faith, good, pretty, wholesome counsel. I should look up to heaven, as you say, whilst he behind me cozens me of my head. That's the trick.
You delay too long.
Stay, good authorities, bastards. If I must, through brother's perjury, die! Oh, let me venom their souls with curses!
Come, 'tis no time to curse.
Oh, sweet, delectable, rare, happy, ravishing!
Well, what's the matter, brother?
Oh, 'tis able to make a man spring up and knock his forehead against yon silver ceiling.
Prithee tell me.
The old Duke hires me by price to greet him with the lady in some fit place veiled from jealous eyes, to which I easily, to maintain my shape, consented, and did wish his impudent grace to meet her here, in this unsun lodge, wherein 'tis not at noon, or until here the rather, because unto the torturing of his soul, the bastard and duchess have appointed their meeting too in this luxurious circle, which most afflicting sight will kill his eyes, before we kill the rest of him.
Aye, but where's that lady now?
At that word I'm lost, you cannot find me. I'm in a throng of happy apprehensions. Be ready, stand with your hat on or something.
Troth, I wonder what lady it should be. Yet 'tis no wonder, now I think again, for a duke to stoop to a lady who stoops unto his men. Why, brother, brother. Brother?
What, brother? Art not thou beguiled now? Todd, a lady can, as such, all hid, beguile a wiser man. Have I not fitted the old surfeiter with a quaint piece of beauty?
You spoke that right. But is this the form that living shone so bright?
The very same. And now methinks I could e'en chide myself for doting on her beauty, though her revenge shall come after no common action. Now to my tragic business. Look you, brother, I have not fashioned this for useless property and show. No. It shall play a part e'en in its own revenge. This very skull, whom the Duke poisoned with this drug, the mortal curse of the earth, shall be revenged in the like strain, and kiss his lips to death. As much as the dumb thing can, he shall feel. What fails in poison, will supply in steel.
Brother, I do admire thy constant vengeance, the quaintness of thy
So 'tis laid on. Now come and welcome, Duke, I have her for thee. I protested, brother. She makes almost as fair a sign as a gentlewoman in a periwig. Hide thy face now for shame. Thou hast need for a mask. 'Tis vain when beauty flows, but when it fleets, this become graves greater than the streets.
You have my voice in that. Hark, the Duke's come.
Fall you back with the bony lady.
That I will.
So. Now 9 years' vengeance crowds into a single minute.
Hey!
Your good grace!
Well on, Beato! If brother, what lady is it?
Faith, my lord, a country lady. A little bashful at first, as most of them are. But after the first kiss, the worst is passed with them. Your grace already knows what you gotta do. She has somewhat of a grave look about her.
Conductor.
Brother, raise the perfumes back with the torch.
In gravest looks, the greatest faults seem less. Ooh, give me that sin that's robed in holiness.
Have at all.
How sweet can a duke breathe? Age has no limit. Woo! Pleasures in making the perfume mist. My lady, I am come from court. Whoa, I must be bold with you. Oh, what's this? Oh.
Royal villain, white devil!
Ah.
Brother, place the torch here that his afflicted eyeballs may start into those hollows. Duke, dost know yon dreadful vizard? View it well. 'Tis the skull of Gloriana whom thou poisoned last.
Oh, poison me? Hippolito, call treason.
Yes, my good lord, treason!
Oh.
Treason!
Oh.
Treason!
Oh, and then I am betrayed.
Alas, poor lecturer in the hands of knaves. A slavish duke is baser than his slaves.
My treasury.
Oh, hast any left?
I think but few.
Then those that did eat are eaten.
My tongue.
Your tongue! To teach you to kiss closer, not like some slobbering Dutchman. You have eyes still? Look, monster. Look what a lady thou hast left me. My once betrothed wife! 'Tis I. 'Tis Medici, 'tis I.
The Duchess, they're coming.
Vengeance rides apace. Now begin to stick thy soul with ulcers. I shall make thy spirit grievously sore. It shall not rest, but like some pestilent man toss about in thy breast. Mark me, Duke, thou art renowned, high, and mighty coupled.
I am done.
Thy bastard rides a hunting in thy brow.
Is there help besides this villain?
Villains? Nay, heaven is just. Scorns are the highest of scorns. I ne'er knew yet an adulterer without horns.
Traitors! Murderers!
What? Is not thy tongue eaten out yet? The woman bends to silence. Brother, stifle the torch.
Traitors! Murderers!
Hey, Faith, will have thee hushed by thy dagger. Nail down his tongue, and mine will keep possession about his heart. If he but gasp, he dies. We dread not death to acquaintance injuries. Brother, if he but wink, not brooking the foul object, then let our two other hands tear up his lids and make his eyes like comets shine through blood. When the bad bleeds, then the tragedy is good.
Whilst brother voices in our ear they come.
not that kiss a taste of sin or sweet?
Why, there's no pleasure sweet, but it is sinful.
True. Such bitter sweetness fate hath given. The best side to us, the worst side to heaven.
Push, come, 'tis the old Duke, thy doubtful father. The thought of him puts heaven in thy way. But I protest by yonder waxen fire. Forget him, or I'll poison him.
Madam, you urge a thought which never had life. So deadly do I loathe him for my birth, that if he took me half within his bed, I would add murder to adultery. With my sword give up his years to death.
Why, now thou art sociable. Let's in and feast. Loudest music sound, pleasure is banquet's guest.
The brook is turned to blood. The dukedom wants a head, though yet unknown. As fast as they peep up, let's cut them down.
Was not this execution rarely plotted? We are the Duke's sons now.
You may thank my policy for that.
Your policy for what?
Why, was it not my invention, brother, to slip the judges? And in lesser compass, did not I draw the model of his death, advising you to sudden officers and even extemporal executions?
Hard was the thing I thought on too.
You thought on it too. Sport, slander not your thoughts with glorious untruth. I know 'twas from you.
Sir, I say 'twas in my head.
I liked your brains then. Never to come out as long as you lived.
Methinks you are being much too bold. You should little remember us, brother. Next after you to be Duke.
Aye. It shall be as easy for you to be Duke as to be honest. And as never is fate.
Well, cold he is by this time. And because we're both ambitious, be it our amity, and let the glory be shared equally.
I am content to that. This night, our younger brother shall out of prison. I have a trick.
A trick? Prithee, what is it?
We'll get him out with a wile.
Pray, what wile?
No, sir, you shall not know it till it be done, for then you'd swear 'twere yours. How now, my friend?
My lords, under your pardon, I am allotted to the desertless office to present you with the yet bleeding head.
Excellent.
Our sorrows are so fluent, our eyes overflow our tongues. Words spoken tears are like the murmurs of the waters. The sound is loudly heard, and cannot be distinguished.
How died he, pray?
Oh, full of rage and spleen. Even at the last, with pardon being spoke, he cursed you both.
Cursed our names, alas, good soul.
It was not in our powers, but the Duke's pleasure.
Now, my lord! Brothers, why do you shun me? Oh, you may draw nearer now. The savor of the prison hath forsook me. I must thank such kind lords as yourself. I'm free.
Alive!
In health?
Release! We were both in amazed with joy to see it.
I am much to thank you.
In faith, we spared no tongue unto my lord the Duke.
Oh, how we pleaded.
Most deserving brothers. In my best studies, I will think of it.
Death and vengeance!
Hell and torments!
Slave camest thou to delude us!
Delude you? Good sir.
Aye, Raylan, where's that head?
What? Here at hand. Just after he had his release, you both came with warrant from the Duke to behead your brother.
Our brother Lucerioso!
Oh, no! Lucerioso, my lords, had his release before you came.
Whose head's that then?
Why, his you left command for. Your own brothers.
Our brothers? Oh. Furies! Oh, plagues! Confusion! Darkness! Devils!
Fell it out so accordingly.
So damnedly!
Villain! I'll bring thee with them!
Good Lord!
The devils overtake thee!
So fatal!
Oh, prodigious to our blood.
Tis we dissemble?
Make our tears ribbon for thee.
Laugh and rejoice with thee.
Bring warrant for thy death.
Walk off thy head.
You had a trick, huh? You had a wile, forsooth.
Murrain medium! There's none of these wiles that ever come to good. I see now. There's nothing sure in mortality, but mortality.
Huh?
Well, no more words. Shall be revenge and faith. Come! Shake off clouds now, brother. Think of vengeance and a deeper settled hate. Sirrah, sit fast. We'll pull down all, but thou shalt down at last.
Hippolyto! My Lord Tamer, have you aught to commend me in?
Be nearer. Draw nearer. Ye are not so good, methinks. I am angry with you.
Angry with me, my lord. I am angry with myself for it.
That didst prefer me a goodly fellow. 'Twas wittily elected, 'twas. Methought had been a villain, and he proves a knave. To me a knave.
'Tis... I chose the best. For your service. 'Tis much to my sorrow if neglected him or discontented you.
Neglect, 'twas will. Judge of it, firmly to tell of an incredible act twixt my stepmother and the bastard. Ugh, incestuous sweets between them.
Oh, fie, my lord.
And I, in kind loyalty to my father's form, had made this a desperate arm, and in my fury committed treason on the lawful bed, and with my sword e'en razed my father's bosom, for which I was within a stroke of death.
Alack, I'm sorry.
Has greatly moved me.
Much to blame, I faith.
But I recover to his ruin. 'Twas told me lately, I know not whether falsely, that thou do brother.
Who, I? I, my lord, I have a brother.
Hippolyto, wish him repair to us. If there be aught in him to please our blood, for thy sake will we advance him, and build fair his meanest fortunes, for 'tis within us to rear up towers from cottages.
It shall be as you command. But he's a discontented man in whom much melancholy dwells.
Why the better bring him to me.
With willingness and speed.
This fellow will come fitly. He'll kill that other slave that did abuse my spleen and made it swell to treason. I have put much of my heart into him. He must die.
Good days, unto your honor.
Oh, my good Betsy, oh, do return the like.
Saw you the Duke hereabouts?
My lord and father, is he away from tent?
Well, he's sure away, but where, which way his pleasure took we know not, nor can we hear on it.
His grace is old and sudden. 'Tis no treason to say the Duke, my father, has a humor or such a toy about him. What in us would appear light in him seems virtuous.
Ah, 'tis oracle, my lord.
Come, let us seek him together. Maestro! A little chase music.
So, you're thyself, he that did lately in disguise reject you, shall, now that thou art thyself, as much respect you.
'Twill be the quainter fallacy. But brother, split, what use will he put me to now?
Now you must pardon me in that, I know not. That's a matter best left between himself and his secretary, the devil.
Now the Duke is dead, the realm clad in clay. His death not being yet known, under his name the people are still governed. Well, thou shalt not long live, thou shalt not joy his death. To kill thee then I should most honor thee, for 'twould stand firm in every man's belief. Thou wast a kind child, and only diedest for grief.
Hippolyta! Oh. What's he yonder?
My brother, my lord, whom you bade me command in.
Was that thy brother? Beshrew me, a goodly presence. I wonder has been away so long. Come nearer.
Brother Benici, Lord Lucerioso, the Duke's son.
We thank thee. Tell me, what has made thee so melancholy? I think thou art ill money?
Money, ho ho, 'tis been my want so long, 'tis now my scoff. I even forgot what color silver is of.
It hits as I could wish. Somewhat to, set thee up withal.
Oh, mine eyes.
How now, man?
Almost struck blind. This bright, unusual shine to me seems proud. I dare not look until the sun be in a cloud.
I think I shall affect your melancholy. How are they now?
All the better for your asking.
You shall be better yet if you but fasten truly unto my intent. Now you are both present, I will embrace such a close and private villain unto your vengeful swords, and like you ne'er have heard of, one who has disgraced you much and injured us.
Disgraced us, my lord.
Aye, Hippolyto, I kept it here till now that both your angers might meet him at once.
He shall surely die that did it.
You know him. It is that slave pander Piatto, whom last I threatened with iron's perpetual imprisonment.
Is he, my lord?
I tell you, first preferred it him.
Did you, brother?
Indeed I did.
And the ingrateful villain, to quit that kindness, strongly wrought with me, being, as you see, a likely man for pleasure, with jewels to corrupt your virgin sister.
Oh, villain.
What did he mean but in revenge of that went of his own free will to make infirm your sister's honor, whom I honor with my soul for chaste respect. He, proud of his advantage as he thought, brought me this news for happy, and I, heaven forgive me for it.
What did your honor?
In rage, pushed him from me. He's now about the palace. Hippolyto, entice him this way that your brother might take full mark of him.
That's not in case, my lord. I can direct him thus far.
Yet, for my hate's sake, wind him this way. I'll see him bleed myself.
Impossible task, I'll swear, to bring him hither that's already here.
Nay, what you will your put to it, brother?
Your name, I have forgot it.
Vindici.
'Tis a good name, that.
Aye, a revenger.
It does betoken courage. Thou shouldst be valiant and kill thine enemies.
That is my hope as well.
Then we'll praise thee. Do thou observe me best, and I'll best raise thee.
Indeed, I thank you, my lord.
Now, also, where's the slave pander?
My lord would have loathsome sight of him, much offensive. He is not in a fit state to be seen, my lord. He is taken by the deadliest of all the sins, that beggarly damnation, drunkenness.
Then he's a double slave.
'Twas well conveyed upon a sudden wit.
What? Are you both firmly resolved? I'll see him dead myself.
Or let not us live.
You may direct your brother to take note of him.
I shall.
Rise but in this, and you shall never fall.
Your honor's vassals. So I'm hired to kill myself.
True.
And the old Duke being dead, though not yet conveyed, for he's already missed too. And you know, murder will peep out the closet husk.
Most true.
What say you then to this device, brother? You dress up the body of the Duke.
In your disguise.
You are quick, you have reached it.
I like it wondrously.
And, being of drink as you have published him, to lean him on his elbows, as if sleep is upon him, which claims the most interest in such sluggy men.
Nay, but here's it down. We, being thought by the Duke's son to kill that pander, shall, once he is dead, be thought to kill the Duke.
Neither. Oh, thanks, it is substantial. For that disguise being on him, which I wore, it will be thought that I, which he calls the panderer, did kill the Duke and fled in his apparel, leaving him so disguised to avoid swift pursuit.
Firmer and firmer.
Nay, doubt not 'tis in grain, I wore it whole color.
That's about it.
Oh, Spurrier. Yeah. Madam! Unblock yourself. If it could be seen, your arm would be suspected. Who is it that dares suspect? Or this? Or these? May we not do our favors where we please? Oh, confident you may.
Brother, hold!
What's let the bastard shame us?
Hold, brother, there's better time than now!
Now, when I see it.
If she were bent lasciviously, the fault of mighty women that sleeps up, must she needs choose such an unequal sinner to make all worse?
Come, stay not here. Let's after and prevent. Outstill sin faster than we can repent.
So, he leans well. Take heed you wake him not, brother.
I warrant you, my leg for yours.
Ha, that's a good leg, for I must kill myself. Sister, that tie that sits for me. Do you mark it? And now I must stand ready to make away myself yonder. I must sit to be killed, and stand to kill myself.
That's no conscience.
But Sirrah, does the Duke's son come single?
No, there's the hell on it. His fate's too feeble for him to go alone. I see his flesh flies after him that would buzz against supper time and hum for his coming out. Hark, step close, here they come. Your lordship?
Oh, me! You both present.
Even newly, my lord, just as your lordship entered. About this place, given notice he should be but in some loathsome plight or other.
Stay! Yonder's the slave.
Mass, there's a slave indeed.
Aye, that's the villain, the damned of all villain!
Softly, tread easy.
But my lord!
Huh, what's it?
Shall we kill him now that he's drunk?
Aye, best of all.
Why, then he'll ne'er live to be sober.
No matter, let him reel to hell.
But I'm afraid, being so full of liquor, he'll put out all fire.
How a mad beast!
And leave none to warn your lordship's cause withal. For he that dies drunk falls into hellfire like a bucket of water. Quish, quish.
Come, be ready. Make your swords. Think of your wrongs. This slave has injured you.
You'll bear us out, my lord.
Am I lord for nothing, think you? Quickly now.
Come, there he lies.
Nimbly done. Oh, villains! Murders! 'Tis the old Duke, my father!
Oh, that is a jest.
What? Cold and stiff already. Oh, pardon me to call you from your names. 'Tis none of your deed. It is that slave Pander Piatto, whom you thought now to kill, has murdered him and left him thus disguised.
And not unlikely.
Oh, rascal! Was he not ashamed to put the Duke into such a greasy doublet?
It's been cold and stiff, who knows how long?
Marry, that too high.
No word, I pray, of anything intended.
Oh, no, sir.
I would have your lordship think we have small reason to pray.
Faith thou say is true. I'll forthwith send for all the company, Duchess, bastard. And tell them how we here by miracle found him dead, and in his raiment that thou villain fled.
That would be best, my lord, to clear us all. Let's cast about to be cleared.
Hodencio, Sardito,
My lord, good sir.
be witnesses of a strange spectacle, choosing for private conference this sad room we found. The Duke, my father, gealed in blood.
My lord, the Duke, run, hiding, Nuncio, startle the crew by signifying so much.
Thus, by much wit, a deep revenger can, when murder's known to be the clearest man. Where farthest off and with a bold eye, survey the body as the standers by.
Hussite! Look hither! See, his lips are gnawed with poison.
What? His lips? My mass they be!
Who then? A rogue, a rascal.
Archie quits him with like dirt.
Behold, my lord, the Duke, my father, is murdered by a vassal that owes this habit, and here left disguised.
Oh, my lord and husband!
Oh, learn of our mother, let's dissemble too. Huh? I'm glad he's vanished, so I hope I knew.
You can take my word for it.
Old dad dead. Aye, one of his cast sins will send the fates most hardy commendations by his own son. I'll tug the new stream till strength be done.
My lord, let post-horse be sent into all places to entrap the murderer.
My lord, we are so bold to know our duty. Your father's accidentally departed. The titles that were due to him meet you.
Meet me? I am not at leisure, my good lord. I've too many griefs to dispatch out of the way. Welcome, sweet titles. Oh, talk to me, my lords, of sepulchres and mighty emperor's bones. That's thought for me.
By this we can see how foreign markets go. Flatterers have feet of the 9s and tongues of the 12s. They flatter dukes, and dukes flatter themselves.
My lord, it is your shine must comfort us.
Alas, I shine in tears, like the sun in April.
All sorrows must run circles back into joy. I've no doubt that time will make the murderer bring forth himself.
You were an ass then in faith.
In the mean season, let us bethink the latest funeral hours due to the Duke's cold body, and withal calling to memory our new happiness spread in his royal son. Lords, gentlemen, prepare for revels.
Come then, my lords, my favors to you all. The Duchess is suspected foully bent. I'll begin dukedom with her banishment.
Revels! Aye, that's the word. We are firm yet. Strike one, strain more, and then we crown our wits.
Well, have the fairest mark. So said the Duke when he first begot me. If I miss his heart or near about, have at him. The bastard scorns to be out.
Knowst thou that Spurio, brother?
Yes, I note him, to our shame.
You shall not live. His beard shall not grow much longer. In this new time of revels, new tricks may be set afoot. Oh, and seest thou yon new moon? It will outlive the new Duke by much. This hand shall dispossess him. Then we're mighty. A mask is treason's license that build upon. 'Tis murder's best face when a visitor's on.
Is it so? 'Tis very good. And do you think me Duke, then, kind brother? I'll see fair play. Drop one, there lies t'other.
My king, be all of music. Strike, O Greece, into other countries that flow too much in milk and have faint livers, not daring to stab home at their discontents. Let our hid flames break out as fire, as a lightning, to blast this villainous dukedom vexed with sin. Wind up your souls to their full height again.
How? Which way? Why any way? Our wrongs are such we cannot justly be revenged too much.
You shall have all enough, rebels toward. We shall play the part of the mask, dancing for those soon to die. With a strain or two, we shall find some leisure to steal our swords out handsomely. And when they think their pleasure sweet and good, in the midst of all their joys, they shall sigh blood.
Before the other maskers come?
We're gone, all done and past.
But how for the Duke's guard?
Let that alone. By one and one, their strength will be drunk down.
There are 500 men in the action that will apply themselves and not stand idle.
Come, my lords, let's prepare for deeds. Let other times have words.
Many harmonious hours and choicest pleasures fill up the royal number of your years.
We are much to thank thee, though we know 'tis but your duty now to wish it so. That foul, incontinent Duchess we have banished, the bastard shall not live. After these revels will begin strange ones. He and the stepsons will pay their lives for the first subsidy.
Oh, my gracious lord, please prepare you for pleasure. The mask is not far off.
We are for pleasure. Take your places, lords. We are ready now for sports. Let them set on.
I hear them coming, my lord.
Ah, 'tis well. Brothers and bastards who dance next in hell. The greatest of these, the daring young man on the flying trapeze. Oh, the graceful congo, he the please, and my love he has stolen away. Oh, this girl that I loved, she was handsome.
Since you my thunder, thou big voice crier! Oh! Duke's groans are thunder's watchword!
Oh, my lord, is that enough?
Ah, that's the way, all lingering. No power is angry when the lust will die. When thunder claps, heaven loves the tragedy.
Whose room is that?
Treason! A guard!
How now? Murdered already? Here's what they were saying. I thought you have sped it. How now? How came this?
That I could claim myself.
Now I am Duke, thou Duke, brother, thou liest. Yeah. Base villain!
Pistols, treason, murder! How far, my lord the Duke?
That's
Alas, the Duke murdered!
And the nobles.
Sergeant, how does it breathe so long?
A piteous tragedy, able to make an old man's eyes bloodshot.
Look to my lord the Duke! I'll vengeance throttle him! Confess, thou unhallowed and murderous man, didst thou kill all these?
None! But my brother and the bastard
How came the Duke slain then?
we found him so.
The villains!
Hark!
Those in the mask did murder us.
How fares my lord the Duke?
Farewell to all. He that climbs highest has the greatest fall. My tongue is out of office.
Air, gentlemen, air! Now thou shalt not prate on it. 'Twas Vendici murdered thee. He murdered thy father. And I am here. Tell me nobody. So the Duke's departed.
It was a deadly hand that wounded him. The rest, ambitious who should rule and sway, well, after his death, were so made all the way.
My lord was unlikely.
And now the hope of Italy lies in your reverend years.
Your hair will make the Silver Age again. And there were fewer, but more honest men.
The burden's weighty and will press age down. May I so rule that heaven may keep the crown.
The rape of your good lady has been quitted with death on death.
Just as the law above. But of all things, it puts me most to wonder how the old Duke came murdered.
Oh, my lord.
It was the strangeliest carried. I've not heard the like.
'Twas all done for the best, my lord.
All for your grace's good. Though we may be bold to speak it, 'twas somewhat what he carried, though we may say it. 'Twas we too who murdered him.
You too?
None else in faith, my lord. 'Twas well managed.
Lay hands upon those villains!
How? On us?
Merit the speedy execution!
Was not for your grace's good, my lord.
My good? Away with them! Such an old man as he? You that would murder him? You'd murder me!
It's come about.
My brother, you've been gone.
May we not set as well as the Duke's son? You have no conscience! Are we not revenged? Is there one enemy left alive amongst those? It is time to die when we are ourselves our foes. When murder's deed shuts close, this curse does seal him. If none disclose him, they themselves reveal him. This murder might have slept in tongueless brass before the world and ourselves died and asked. And now, my lord, as we are in forever, this work was ours which else might have slipped, and if we list, we could have nobles good and go for less than beggars, but we hate to bleed so cowardly. We have enough. In faith, we're well. Our vengeance done. Our sister true. We die after a nest of dukes. Adieu.
How subtly was that last murder closed? Bear up those tragic bodies. Bear up the... Anyone? Tis a heavy season. Pray heaven their blood may wash away all treason.